Hello and welcome to the Verizon postgame interview. I have Licorice, Stixay, and Huhi. First of all, congratulations. You're going to finals weekend. Do you have anything to say to everyone who doubted you, including me, who thought you would lose 3-1 to EG? I take my L's, I'm just saying.
I mean, I think our video says it, you know, like the few video.
Oh, we need the hats back.
Yeah.
Someone needs to give us a hat.
Really proud that we're going to the finals weekend, especially in our manager's hometown. And I'm really proud how everyone played on my team.
One thing I did, we can start with game 3. I thought your drafting was really interesting across all 3 games. But game 3, I did want to talk about the Rumble pick because one of the hallmarks of GG's kind of rise through the lower bracket has been these counter picks that you've had topside or picks that you've been super comfortable on. So just talk to me about the strength of Rumble, especially since his recent buffs.
Yeah, I mean, Rumble's pretty strong right now. And then also he blinded Malphite because he didn't expect me to pick Rumble because that is like probably the worst matchup that Malphite has in the entire game. So like unfortunate for someday. And like the lane was really easy. We pressured him a lot with jungle. And then I was actually scaling really well through the game and it just felt pretty easy.
Okay. How did you guys approach draft generally? Because you seem to have, I guess, if not stayed ahead of EG, you had some really interesting and creative things that popped up today.
Yeah, I mean, Tristana is like the obvious one that we're flexing. I don't think anyone else is playing Tristana, AD carry. We kind of just came into this week thinking that we should have maybe some special picks, you know, that people aren't going to expect. A lot of times in scrims, we would pick Tristana, and then the enemy would respond with like a mid pick, and then we would just counter the mid pick, and they're like, oh, they can send Tristana bottom. So in general, I just thought Tristana was good versus Zeri. So.
Okay. How does that matchup go? Just talk to me through it.
I mean, most of the Zeri lanes are you're just farming, hitting the wave. Like you're not really interacting with Zeri, and I just think Tristana scales really well. And luckily, I have Jay, who's really good at these engage supports, so it goes really well with Tristana.
Our engage support's back.
Hope so.
Same. Looking ahead, I wanted to ask you guys what you think you've improved on the most as a team as you've gone through the lower bracket. So I don't know who wants to start first, but I'm going to ask every single one of you the same question.
The one thing that improved the most?
Mm-hmm.
I think just overall like being consistent on stage, because I think we had a lot of death by the junglers and not using like our words properly and kind of dying silly. And I think by fixing that, our early game became like really stable, and we have the River, who I think is the best jungler in the LCS. So it gives him a lot of room to do whatever he wants.
Okay. Someone in the audience agrees with you.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much what he said. Honestly, even I'm really surprised today about how the games went. I think like today, for whatever reason, we just clicked really well. We're looking out for each other in the games. We're playing very disciplined. You know, we pretty much just play around where River's pathing, and I think we did a pretty good job of it. So.
Yeah, and I have to agree with Jay. It's just not dying to the enemy jungler because like jungle is just so OP. Like
That's not
as soon as we stop dying to the jungler, like our games suddenly look 10 times better. So I think that's mostly it.
As a unit, I know you guys joked around about how it was Huhi, Gory, and River kind of banding together, talking Korean, then giving you guys direction. Is that still how your comms work, or has it become more holistic communication?
That's more of the review process, actually.
Okay.
But on stage, I think everyone just talks, like everyone has their voice, and I don't think we like really have one main shot caller. I mean, like if it's anyone, it's Jay, but I think everyone contributes a fair amount.
You're shaking your head. Why is that?
No, because I think everyone knows how the game plan is, and
Okay.
everyone like calls really well when they're clicking.
Did you know that today with this series, you become the player who's played the most LCS, the 7th most LCS games of all time?
Oh, really?
Yes. Between your time as a mid laner and as a support.
Yay.
I know, like players. I remember when telling Bjergsen he had got the most games of all time. He had no idea. I assume you had no,
I had no idea.
But congratulations.
Thank you.
You also did take out every single one of your ex-teammates.
Yeah, I did.
How does that feel?
I mean, I'm happy that I'm doing well, obviously, but I feel like bad as well for them. And especially today with FBI, I made like a special deal. The winner will buy the loser the dinner, so that we're like less sad. So, Vic, dinner's on me.
Oh, nice. That's cute. I like that. Looking ahead to finals weekend, I guess, what is this week of prep going to look like for you guys?
Just keep doing what we've been doing. I think just, yeah, don't add anything too crazy. Just keep doing what we've been doing. I think we'll be okay.
All right. What do you think is the largest takeaway you can that can come from this series specifically?
Draft is OP.
In all honesty, though, red side, like I remember joking with you on stage about like, oh, you finally got the red side win in your last series. Yeah. Red side became actually super important in this series. So how do you think you guys have exploited the strengths of red side, and would you consider yourself a stronger red side or blue side team?
I think we're a pretty strong red side team right now. I'm not sure if we're like better than on blue side, but I mean the strength of red side is always flex picks, and if like we were picking Cassante early, and it just makes draft really simple on red side right now. So yeah. All
right, going up against FlyQuest, who wins?
Us.
What's the score?
I mean, I was actually more nervous for this match than FlyQuest. I think we're gonna have a lot easier time versus FlyQuest.
All right. That's actually been a trend, though, right? Because C9 said the same thing. They were like, we're more scared of EG than FlyQuest. What? Yeah. River also apparently tweeted that 100 Thieves was harder than EG, so I don't know if you guys agree with that either.
Yeah, I mean, our 100 Thieves match was a lot closer. I think it was more like back and forth. Mm-hmm. This game, I think most of all three games we had the lead, and then I think when we have a lead, we're a really dominant team. Mm-hmm. So yeah, today's game definitely felt not that hard.
All right. Well, I've kept you guys here long enough. Go out, celebrate, buy Victor dinner. I will send it back to Kobe and Jat for this or that.